have to ensure you establish the KRA and KPI across all the department. Cultural shift that is required is governance. So it could be compliance, it could be risk management. Are you presenting the right financial report to all the stakeholders? AI, machine learning, robotic process automation products.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I am Sunny Pancholi, anchor at World Development Corporation. We have one such multi-domain expert and technology leader on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Biswo Samal. His professional journey includes significant roles at renowned organizations such as Deloitte, Ernst Young, GyanSys, KAAR Technology, and Synapse India. Welcome to FaceTime with Leaders, Mr. Samal.
Thank you so much.
So to begin with, could you tell us a bit about your journey, how you started your career in business management and technology, and your transition into consulting and leadership roles?
Okay, my professional journey started as an ERP consultant. So when you are talking about ERP, it's all about business. So the direction was set from day one, so I have to be business savvy. And over a period of time, I realized I have got an excellent mentorship, leading, customer relationship building quality. And I try to enhance my skill by learning in and deeper across all these aspects.
Right. So continuing our conversation, you have deep expertise in agile methodologies. How do you ensure the successful implementation of agile practices in large organizations?
Okay, so traditionally, this is waterfall model across the organizations. Now, of course, over a period, organizations have realized the waterfall model is not sustainable because in modern day business, you should have a faster, go-to-market strategy. Now, to deploy these aspects, the methodology that you should use is agile. Now, when you're saying agile, you have to apply your different steps of change management methodologies. And you need to have a paradigm shift from waterfall to agile, because you have to change the mindset of your business people from waterfall to agile, because every project is successful if it is business driven. Now, when you are driving a project in agile, you have to ensure you establish the KRA and KPI across all the departments, across the project levels, across portfolio level. And while you are on the go, you have to realize the intermittent milestones and the potential incremental benefits that you are delivering. That is very much essential, because agile is all about incremental. So the benefits must be realized as an incremental basis. So change management and incremental benefit realization, these are the two definite methods to ensure that you are following right methodology of agile and you have a faster go-to-market.
So building on to that, what are some key competencies you believe are essential for building and leading a successful team in a technology-driven environment?
Okay, so you actually need a diverse skill set. If I'm managing a larger team, if you are a leadership position, your thought leadership is in the epicenter of your leadership characteristics. At a macro level, since you are at the leadership again, you have to set up a vision for all. Your project managers, your departmental managers could be actually monitoring at the microscopic level, but at a larger level, you have to be, providing the vision for everybody who is part of the program. Yeah. Now, since you are governing the entire, I would say, the department, or you are saying the competency, In that case, you have to ensure there is dependency that is established. In case there is some cultural shift that is required, you have to advocate for a cultural change. And at the same time, you have to ensure you are developing leadership quality in the people in your team. So each of the people, rather than you being the leader across all the departments for the entire program, you have to develop leaders who are going to take, manage the entire operations, who are accountable. Yeah. So, and as I said, at a microscopic level, you have to establish a clear KPI. What are the milestones? You have to, do a periodic review, the typical governance that we do in any program. And wherever there is a fine tuning required, you have to do that, because you need to ensure the outcome is aligned to the milestone that you have set.
Right. So now that we have discussed your career journey, your professional roles and responsibilities, let's dive into the subject of ESG and corporate governance. So here is my obvious question to you. How have your multi-domain skills culminated in ESG and corporate governance?
Yeah, so see, at present, for example, as I said, as I'm an ERP program manager, I would say. So I've been working in different domains. So for example, I would say manufacturing as an industry, I would say. Now at a larger level, what we focus is the implementation of systems and process to engage better to your employees, because they are your key stakeholders. You have to ensure the right level of engagements to your suppliers, to your customers, and any other stakeholders who are part of the ecosystem. Now, apart from stakeholder engagement, this is the core principles of ESG as well. Apart from engaging your key stakeholders and people, you have to ensure you have applications for tracking and monitoring to position your company for a long-term success, because we are operating an extremely competitive world. So you have to monitor, you have to track, you have to innovate. End of the day, you have to sustain and remain competitive in your industry. Yeah. Now there are three core aspects I would say in the ESG. I would brief. You have to target efficiency, because that is one of the core tenet of environment. You have to better engage your people so that you can stay social. So you have to, promote your community culture. You have to engage your people. You have to build solid networks. In that way, you have to remain social. So I addressed environmental, I addressed social, and the third aspect is governance. So it could be compliance, it could be risk management, it could be, for example, accounting integrity. So you have to ensure there are systems in place. So for example, you are able to present the right financial reports to the stakeholders. When I'm saying stakeholders, even government is a stakeholder as well. So that enforces the governance. So using these methodologies, we are addressing three different aspects: environmental, social, and governance.
Okay. So as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
Let's go back to environmental, social, and compliance. Yeah. So there are three core aspects to it. When I'm saying environmental, basically, suppose for example, I'm serving to a manufacturing industry, or it could be food processing, it could be FMCG, or it could be a retail industry. The environmental factors for each of this industry are minor, diverse, I would say, or it could be different as well. Yeah. So for example, for a chemical industry, For a services industry, the environmental aspect itself is different. But if you'll try to understand what is the value chain of the industry, the environmental aspect is much doable. At least you can take a baby step to implement the core concepts of to the environment. Now, the first step would be certainly understand the value chain, what is the target, and what are the objective steps to for the environmental improvement. Now, coming back to the social aspects, since we are into IT, so let's correlate the strategy that we have. The core guidelines, organization guidelines we have across data protection, for example, the privacy policies we have. So we enforce, for example, our employees to have intermittent data protection and privacy policies trainings. You have to ensure you are managing your employee experience and the engagement as well, your employee engagement. You have to implement your workplace health and safety standards, because those are some compliance requirement from government as well. You have to ensure you have a fair treatment policy for your customers and suppliers. That is very much essential. You have to ensure a system is in place. So in a simple step, for example, you are evaluating a quotation. Is it you have the right policy to evaluate all the quotations from your suppliers? Yeah, so that falls under the fair treatment for your customers and suppliers. Now, any industry cannot survive without your customer connect. So you have to be constantly track your customer satisfaction levels. So for example, CSAT monitoring. You have to understand what is your CSAT overall score from your customer, manage your customer journey efficiently. That is very much essential. The other aspect is, since we are talking about social, you have to kind of maintain the community relations. Of course, it depends on your industry type. So as an organization, you should remain connected to the community. You should have a connection with the community and impact of the local communities in which you are operating. You have to build a platform where you can interacting with the community around you. So with these points, we can actually, focus on the building on the social aspects. Coming back to the governance, so governance is super critical, I would say. When I'm saying the governance aspects, you have to ensure you have internal controls, you have systems in place, you have, because that will enable you to stay compliant with the law. Yeah. Now, for example, your policies for financial transparency. Are you presenting the right financial report to all the stakeholders? Because that will bring in transparency, that will enhance the the trust of your shareholders on the organization as a whole. It will build business integrity as well. The third and core aspects is managing the risk and the proactive handle of issues. When I'm saying managing the risk, you have to build a resilient organization. To be a resilient organization, you have to promote innovation and constantly reinvent your business model. Those are very much essential. Yeah. So you have to be constantly updating yourself. At the same time, you are trying to build an innovative product, innovative approach in delivering your products or reaching to your customers. Without innovation and reinvent, sustainability will always remain as a question mark.
All right, so Mr. Samal, since you have worked with a range of technologies, how do you wish to leverage technological advents, namely IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, cloud, digital twin, big data, Web 3.0, etc. in any of your fields or the corporate world?
Okay. Now, there is I would say, a bucket of technology solutions available for your consumption. Now, in modern days, uh, the deployment of any technology is quite easier, I would say. But rather than picking a random technology, you have to kind of do a business case driven technology deployment, because you have to understand what are the core business benefits that I'm targeting to achieve. Now, coming back to Industry 4.0, IoT, AI, ML, the business resilience, when I'm talking about sustainability of your business, the making a business resilient, there are three essential qualities. As I said, it is revolution, where you are constantly innovating. A renewal, that is kind of reinventing your business, fine-tuning your business, or it could be changing, refining your business models. And the third critical aspect is resilience. Resilience is continuous reconstruction. So, for example, we saw many business crumbled due to COVID. So, if you're not futuristic, if you're not prepared for the adverse scenarios, if you're not building a resilience business, you you are at risk. You are always at risk. Now, technology can enable you to be a resilient organization. In another aspects, it can make you competitive. It can provide you profitability. Now, coming back to all this Industry 4.0 technologies, let's look at each individual technology where we can focus my business case, where they can provide on competitive ways to you, or it could be to your business. The first one, for example, IoT. IoT is certainly going to enable you to track your asset on a real-time basis. It can make your resource visibility. So if that is your business requirement, you are targeting to achieve that. So IoT, I would say it's best suited for that. So for example, if you are into supply chain business, so you want to keep track from your factory to your customer, the delivery of your products from your factory to your customer. You can monitor you can monitor your entire logistics supply chain in progress by enabling IoT. Now, if you are trying to drive continuous innovation, there are many AI, machine learning, robotic process automation products are available in today's market. Or you can plan to build some custom applications, custom AI, RPA solutions as well. Now, coming back to, for example, we are talking about analytics. I know I'm doing good business, or I might be incurring a loss. In any aspect, I want to track. I want to improve my decision making. I want to, for example, bring a transparency. I want to enhance the accountability. I want to increase the efficiency. I think analytics is the right solution, because analytics is going to give you the data points that is going to provide you insight in which particular point, which particular journey we need to improve as an organization, or improve your process, or improve your standards. Those kind of insights analytics is going to give you. Those are data centric. Third thing, for example, I would say you have a linear supply chain, for example, the traditional supply chain methodology. You have not invented, or you have not improved your supply chain process or standards. You can transform your linear supply chain into a responsive supply and demand network. There are many AI and blockchain solutions are available. And the beauty is, if we talk about modern day ERP solutions, they actually provide a platform where you can this AI and machine learning tools can consume the data. So this modern day ERP systems are actually going to be a feeder for your AI and machine learning systems. So that is going to provide your business a technology edge. So apart from that, for example, you want to deploy blockchain solutions, you can certainly prevent fraud in number of aspects. For example, on your transaction posting, in your product related fraudulent practices, you can avoid. Yeah. So if you talk about, for example, product innovation, I am saying product innovation, it could be a product design as well. You can actually build products with a smaller carbon footprints, because that is also a core principle of ESG as well, lesser carbon footprints. Modern day, for example, PLM solutions, there are a number of solutions are available that will enhance your product innovation approach itself. Now, one of the key essential for survivability of any business is, if you are delivering you are planning to deliver a product to a market, it should be accelerated. You have a faster time to market strategy. Now, with this industry 4.2 solutions, you can accelerate your time to market solutions as well. Yeah. And the next could be, for example, you building your business with customer at the core. Now, the traditional customer relationship, the CRM software, the so-called CRM software are outdated. Now, with technology, you are not building a relationship with your customer, rather than you are providing your customer an experience. Yeah. So you are monitoring, tracking your customer journey by enabling technology by enabling technology itself. Yeah. So it is very essential you understand each of these industry 4.0 solutions, the modern day innovative technology solutions. What is your fitment to your organization? Build a business case, then try to adapt these technology solutions to provide a competitive ways to your business.
Right. Mr. Samal, thank you for sharing such amazing insights into different subjects. So this brings us to the last question of the session, and here it is. We are building a community of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. So what are your thoughts about these initiatives taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the team of World Development Corporation?
One statement, I would say it is a noble effort, because I'm sorry, I have a professional network, LinkedIn professional network of around 12,000 professionals. So I understand the essence of building a professional network. And if you want to learn, you have to remain outward focused. When I'm saying outward focus, you have to remain connected to your professional network, because professional community benefits each other. You'll be getting a lot of technology insights. You will be getting details about in which way industry is moving, what are the new innovative solutions that is available available in the market itself, and at the same time, you can enhance your skill across diverse areas. Yeah. So building, remaining within the community, building a community is very much essential for any experts in modern day business or in modern day knowledge industry, I would say. Thank you.
Great. It was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that our insights will inspire future leaders. Thank you, Mr. Biswo Samal, for joining us today. We wish you the best for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute has unquestionably expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds.
Yeah, true, Sunny. Thank you so much for your time. It was a nice interaction. A lot of technology discussions, industry-specific discussions. Thank you so much for your time.